Welcome to the
Capitalist Death Parade! Capitalist Death Parade! Capitalist Death Parade!
Welcome to the Capitalist Death Parade with your hosts Joy Marie Mann and Josh Radio Hedge, where we discuss the dystopian hellscape of capitalism that we call home. Hey everybody, it's me, Josh Radio Hedge.
And it's me, Joy Marie Mann. And yes, that was totally my fault. I am trying to, there we go. There it is. I got it now. We're cooking. So I asked Josh to make this fabulous banner since it's Capitalist Death Parade. I was like, can we do something with skeletons marching in a band? And I was like, yeah, this is it. Definitely.
All day long. I'm on it.
We also have a history of opening with a song. Usually it's a song he and I just like freestyle in the moment, whatever we're feeling. But tonight I found one that just seemed fitting. So we'll do today's song. Josh, why don't you take it away?
All right, let me share it here again. I think I shared it, but it got cut off. Let me try one more time. Beep beep. There we go.
Terrified! Listen to me, Republicans! Listen! You are the people in history! They warned us about! They warned us about people like you! Pay attention! We're losing our democracy! Wake up!
Oh man. Yeah, that was a certified banger. That was a certified banger, Joy. Thank you.
It was a banger. This guy kicks ass. He always does clips of Karens.
I've seen a few of them. That's
oh
what I had.
They're so good.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said we were gonna do the song of the week, my first thought this week was hate to say I told you so. All right.
I was also thinking of you do it to yourselves. You do. And that's why it really hurts. You do it to yourselves. It's true. It's you and no one else. You did it to yourself. But then, like, the song I've had in my head for a while is Cult of Personality. I'm like, well, yeah, that one fits as well.
I say the cult is closed and brunch is officially over. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to tell you the post-mortem of the 2024 election, and it is a post-mortem. My God. Did you see it going this bad for the Dems? I knew it was going to be bad.
Absolutely. Really, my viewers know I've been saying this shit for months. I said Trump's gonna win, and not just win, but he's gonna take it.
Well, you said
this shit was not close.
I remember you saying that. I was thinking it'd be funny if it happened because it's like, you know, that's really gonna pretty much clarify that their strategy was an absolute loser. But my God, I just figured that was maybe like a 1 in 20 chance kind of a thing. He absolutely wiped the floor with her last night, and it's obvious why. I mean, can we just say it? It's the fucking genocide. I mean, we all know.
Well, I think that's the main thing, but I think it's other things as well.
Issue. Like, it's a lot of things.
I wasn't going to vote for her ass regardless, but let's be clear. If she said 6 little words, she would have done better. I will do an arms embargo.
Yeah.
Period.
There was a Truth Out article that came out today that literally showed polling that people who wanted an arms embargo were willing to vote for Kamala. And if she had done the weapons embargo, she would have gotten a 5-point jump in the numbers. She lost to Trump by 4. So there it is, y'all. She literally traded all of you. Women's rights, gay rights, your freedom of speech. God knows what's going to fucking go down. She put every single one of you under the bus so she could defend a literal live stream genocide.
And, you know, that's the other thing. And I can't remember if I was talking about it with you or one of my other guests or something, but like, she's like literally prancing on stage with Liz Cheney, who 2 years ago said that it was God's grace that Roe v. Wade was overturned. So the fact that people actually think she was going to do something about Roe v. Wade is kind of bananas, because fucking all those Republicans are not going to endorse you and campaign for you if they think you're going to make abortion legal across the board. Like, no, stop.
Yeah.
That it's fucking wishful thinking. It's just cognitive dissonance again. It's just like, dude, like, people do not campaign for people unless there's something in it for them. Do we not know this yet? Especially if someone's coming out from the other team of the duopoly. And, so, I mean, I'm getting into this early, but let's break down some of the other reasons. You got, yes, refusing to say those 6 words, just, I will do an arms embargo. You got her telling people like me, or people including me and my friend, I'm speaking. Yeah, that happened to me last week when my friend,
I know.
It was fucking hilarious. I didn't see, I was being taken out. I didn't see. So then I watched the live stream. I was like, that told us I'm speaking. She literally told us. I was like,
I'm sure you've watched the footage a few times. I mean, you didn't just like, throw her off her game a little bit. She was 100% triggered. Lost.
So were the women around us. That's for damn sure.
Oh my God.
Bye. I'm like, oh my God, people, just stop licking the boots of your oppressors, please, please. So
they thought that they weren't going to be oppressed. They didn't realize that they were signing on with like fascism light, which ultimately will feed on you too.
And then if she won, it would have been like, give her a chance. She's only been in a few years, and then it would have been like, it was only her first term. And then like, so anyway, I digress, but hey, Miguel. So we've got one of the main reasons, obviously, she refused to do an arms embargo and has blood all over her hands. We also have the fact that she is prancing around on stage with people literally on Diddy's list. Didn't help. We also have her on stage being endorsed by actual war criminals responsible for over 1 million deaths. Like, these, like, what the actual, like, and those are just some of the top reasons. They're not everything, but like, there's some of the ones that come to mind.
I want to share something with you. I put it on the share thing. I don't know if you can click it over.
Oh, yeah. Let me hear.
This is insane, this chart right here, okay? Look at this chart, guys. This is the difference between 2020's election and 2024. And I'd like to remind you what happened between 2020 and 2024. The Democrats decided to embrace a full far-right Republican policy campaign. They decided, we're going to try to get Republican voters this time, okay? Look at this chart. They got less Republican voters in 2024 when trying to get Republican voters than they did in 2020 when they were trying to get leftist voters.
Yep.
And this is just registered Republicans. They lost votes across the board. Independents, Democrats. Jesus Christ, they absolutely got swept. Can I throw one more chart up real fast?
Yeah.
Let me throw this other one up real fast. So that's the one which I thought was pretty damning, because it literally shows that their strategy was not only you didn't gain votes, they lost them.
Yeah, so exactly.
Opposite of the effect that they were hoping for. But let me pull up this other one here. Where'd it go? Crapo, I lost it. I'll come back to it once I find it.
I saw, and this might be the one that you're talking about, but I, as many of my viewers know, I'm in Pennsylvania, and there was that article that came out, there was actually multiple that said that, Pennsylvania, 60-something% of people said they would have voted for her if she would have said she'd do an arms embargo. And it was like 43% more in Tennessee. And it was like state after state. And it's like, when you take millions of people around the world and they are demanding something for over a year and you ignore that and you're shocked that people didn't lick your boots, are you fucking crazy? Honestly, I'm fucking proud of people that they actually finally had the fucking balls to stand up and say, you know what, we're worth more than this. We're worth being listened to.
I mean, if this isn't your red line, what the fuck is? This is it. I can't think of a worse thing than what we're experiencing right now. And the fact that people were like, well, Trump would be even more genocide-y. And it's like, what? You mean you're
first of all, you're acknowledging she is.
Yeah.
If you're saying he will just continue the genocide. Oh, because you just inadvertently admitted your girl is committing fucking genocide, you dumbass. But I mean, like, in seriousness, like, look, I've been saying it forever. I straight up said, when I was with Bernie's campaign both times in 2016, I watched these people I worked with every fucking day who were saying, I would never vote for Hillary. She is Satan. She is the most disgusting thing. She is awful, blah, blah, blah. And at the last minute, they caved and they voted for her ass. And she lost anyway. And you know what? 8 years later, they still fucking hate themselves because they sold out and they sold their fucking soul. And it didn't matter anyway. Well, I don't care if this makes me an asshole. I do not feel bad for the people who caved and voted for Kamala and are regretting it now because she lost anyway. I don't feel bad for you. I don't. You marched in those streets every fucking day acting like, yeah, we're Palestine. We're calling genocide Joe. We're saying all this shit. You gave in at the last minute to something you said you were never going to do, and it did nothing anyway. You fell victim to the bullying and all that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta live with it.
One person put it pretty well. It was a response to a post I saw today. They said, well, I guess defiling oneself to support a genocide for a losing candidate must be a very painful experience.
Yep.
It's like, that's what it comes down to. It's like, how many people said, just this once, I swear, I'm going to back and defend the indefensible. And I'm going to support the unsupportable. But I'm going to do it because I got to save blah, blah, blah. And it's like, here we are. This is what we got to show for it. Can I throw up that next map? The one that I pulled up?
Yeah, let me see.
This is going to melt your brains, people. Look at this shit. This is the shift map. Okay? I'm going to zoom in a little bit on the shift map here so y'all can see this because it absolutely blew my mind. Let me see here if I can get it to shift properly. Hold on. There we go. Look at this crap. This is all over America. And what these arrows indicate is the difference between voting in 2020 and 2024. And I don't know if you could see this, but the entire damn nation, except for a couple of tiny blue dots, has shifted entirely to the right. This is, and people are like, well, how did this happen? How did America, like in a hole like this, shift to the right? And it's because of the way that the campaigns ended. It was the closing comments, in my opinion, because you still had a bunch of dumbass undecided voters up to the end who were like, I just don't know who to vote for. What was Kamala's closing comments? We will have the most lethal military force on earth. What was Donald Trump's closing comments? We are looking to find peace. We are seeking peace. Donald Trump was lying through his orange goddamn teeth. But guess what? Doesn't matter. He was smart enough to know as a politician, you lie if you have to. And that's what it took. people were like, God damn it, I want peace. Why is Kamala promising war?
Well, and I think anyone who would fall for her saying that would be a fucking dumbass. But at the same time,
it's something. At least you're like making the effort of pointing the conversation that way, even if it's bullshit. It's like Barack Obama, all bullshit, But he inspired us because we were out in the streets fighting because we believed in the lies, and so I think it's like it's what do you call it? It's like a silver lining to the shitty fucking storm of the century, which is at least though they lied to us, we weren't lying. We were truthful to ourselves and to our principles. Kamala threw all those principles in the fucking trash can to take a bet that she could get more Republicans. I think it was Schumer said for every Democrat we lose, we'll gain 2 Republicans.
Yep. And she was
Schumer, what the fuck was that?
She was like, I plan to have Republicans in my cabinet. And she had Republicans for Kamala. She had over 200 endorsements of sitting Republicans. I mean, yeah. I mean, she made.
My favorite was Nikki Haley voters for Kamala, because it's like, okay, Nikki Haley only got like 8% of the fucking primary vote, and Nikki Haley endorsed Donald fucking Trump. So what do you think is going to happen? You think they're going to follow Nikki Haley's endorsement, or do you think they're going to follow a fucking Democrat? Well, let's take a giant.
Last week, I made a post on Twitter, and it said, I said, you're saying we're all going to give Trump, all of us voting for Jill Stein, but you guys voting for Kamala are the ones who are going to give Trump. And I was fucking right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, there's another main thing. You didn't have a fucking primary. Like, you literally appointed someone. And nonetheless, it was a lovely coronation, though. Who never got a single fucking vote
in either primary.
Dropped out ahead of time because nobody wanted her fucking ass. And then she's in there now, and nobody even likes her. And you just appoint her and say she's running. Well, what the fuck do you expect to happen? They had one debate, her and Trump won. This was like the stupidest shit. It's that Democrat hubris. I don't need to say I'll do an arms embargo. I'm gonna win. I don't need to say that. If I say that, I'll lose all my Republicans. I'm not going to. Every last one of them, no matter who, are going to fall in line and vote for me, even though I'm a fucking genocidal warmonger. You're all going to vote for me anyway, so shut the fuck up. I'm going to do what I want. And finally, and no, I don't want Trump. I fucking hate him. But finally, Americans had the balls to say, you know what? I said I won't vote for her unless she said arms embargo, and she said she wouldn't do it. I'm not giving in. And that is, like I said, I wasn't going to vote for her anyway. I didn't vote for Hillary. I didn't vote for Biden. But, like, people finally stood up.
Yeah.
But it was last night, I had the feeling like, oh, I'm sad he won, but I'm so fucking happy she lost.
It's such a catch-22, isn't it? It's because it's like Trump is the worst case scenario, in my opinion, but Kamala winning means that we would then be celebrating and voting for all the things that she pushed. Genocide, swapping the party over to far-right bullshit policy, the fucking like absolute corporatism, cronyism, the lapdog of Israel bullshit, like all this shit would have been approved by the voter had she won. And what does that mean moving forward? That means that moving forward, they will always tack even further and further to the right. And the thing is they're going to anyway. Let's all be honest with ourselves. Democrats have never learned a lesson. Never in my entire fucking life have they learned from an election loss. Never.
This is 2016 2.0. We're hearing This is sexism. This is racism. Remember how they called us racist because we didn't vote for Hillary? She's fucking white. Do you remember that shit? It's sexism. It's racism. What? Take some accountability, dude. Your candidate sucks ass.
I had an argument with somebody literally just today. They called me a sexist racist. And I'm like, you understand that in Rashida Tlaib's state, she won her reelection, but Kamala lost the fucking...
Yep.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Because she's a woman and she's a woman of color, but she was able to get elected. So what does that mean about your misogynist racist theory? It kind of makes it evaporate, doesn't it?
I voted for a woman, just not her. I voted for someone I'm actually glad I voted for. That's the difference.
Fucking
but
same.
Speaking of Muslim and Palestinian and Arab voters, Dems are showing themselves the racist shit on social media. Oh my God, I can't wait until Gaza is flattened like a parking lot. Oh my God, just wait. You watch how quick Gaza disappears now. Oh, I'm going to sit here with popcorn and stuff. Like, the Islamophobia is terrifying. And if you guys look back at my Twitter, look back at my shows, I've been saying this for a few weeks that if Trump wins, I am so scared for the Muslim, Arab, Palestinian communities. And I'm scared for them, honestly, because Dems are going batshit, full on Islamophobia, racism, like out and openly. Like, one of the videos we're going to watch, she just blatantly says Muslim, blah, blah, blah. Like, and it's okay. Yes, I'm a white woman. I understand this, but shit like this makes me ashamed to be white. This kind of shit. Because I swear to you, every fucking person I'm seeing complaining about Trump winning that's using Muslim ban and we need to look out for Muslim is white. I'm telling you, all of my Muslim friends are like, this sucks, but I see no difference between those candidates. But the white people are like, oh my God, Muslims are going to be deported and Muslims voted for it. And Muslims, it's like, why don't you fucking think about that? Maybe they voted for someone because that person may be trash, but he isn't committing a genocide. Didn't say he won't, but he isn't. Yeah. And he hasn't taken part in it, especially taken part in it for 13 fucking months and been dismissed and told shut up and told whatever, just bow down, obey, vote for me anyway. That wasn't him that did that. So, yeah, you know what? If it's my fucking people over there being massacred and shit, you think I'm going to fucking vote for the person who's, second in line to why this shit's happening? Give me a fucking break. So, shaming Muslims, like, they treat Muslims and Arabs and, Palestinian comrades, they treat them all like a monolith. All of them. They're just like, all of them, it's just pure Islamophobia. It is so fucking disgusting. And I fear for them.
I fear for more than just our Islamic neighbors, like you saw who got thrown under the bus in addition to our Islamic neighbors, our immigrant neighbors, Oh,
yeah.
I sent you one more thing. I don't know if you'll throw it up for me. But this is a poll that came out maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago, but I thought it was pretty damning. It shows that nearly a quarter of Democrats, and this is a quote, say they support rounding up undocumented immigrants, putting them into militarized camps. So I'm backing up what you're saying here. And what I'm getting at is this. Yeah. Is it surprising at this point that they're going all Islamophobic? No, because already a quarter of Democrats was like full on in Nazi land. They're ready. They are happy to join the Republicans at 80%, by the way, 79% for Republicans. But I mean, what's going on? Like,
well, don't forget, Kamala came out like 2 months ago and said she'll continue building the wall.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, you're not going to get Republican, not just voters, but Republican endorsements if you don't give them things. So you see, what do? You see her coming out talking about like, yeah, if someone comes to my house, they getting shot. Like shit like this.
I got a guy.
Shit.
Oh my God.
So she's talking, what do they care about the most? Abortion, trans rights, guns, and immigrants. Okay, so what has she done? Yes, I'll continue the wall. Mm-hmm. When she was asked about trans rights, she said, I will follow the law.
God,
that's all she said. I will follow the law. You got abortion, which she hasn't even spoken about in a minute. And, you know, so you're looking at all these things and you're like, they just want to believe because Team Blue that something is actually going to be different. And it's fucking not.
I think that there's just the fundamental misunderstanding of the voter base of the Democratic Party. Now, I'm not going to say that they're wrong. A majority of Democrats are probably dumb enough to fall for a lot of these tricks, okay? But I've noticed that people on the left who are willing occasionally to vote for Democrats, they're a little smarter than that. They want like actual policy.
Then why would you vote for Democrats?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You just mentioned 4 major things that people were interested in America. And Kamala decided, well, 3 of those things I'm going to throw under the bus. And then I'm going to focus on just one of them. And it's like, but that's how fascists think. It's always, who can I sacrifice so that I can get more juice and more power to my other, plans. And it's like, it's bad. It's bad fucking politics. It's bad fucking humanity. And you sent me a picture. I don't know if I can share it to you possibly. The one of the Kamala one you sent me, the policy one.
Oh yeah.
I want to share. Can I share that real fast?
Yeah. No, I gave it to you to show it.
It's my favorite. I'll put it up. This is my favorite.
This is not fucking satire, you guys. I've been showing this shit for 2 months.
Yeah, it's a good one. I shared it today as well. After I saw it on your page, of course. But Kamala Harris doesn't need policy to win. In fact, a detailed platform would hurt her campaign more than it would help. Yeah,
now,
there you go.
If we remember when this came out, this was because she never had a platform on her website until the night before the debate. The night before, boom, here comes this policy page. And you know what? Literally, her website was merch. It was merch. Donate here, buy here. That's it. Even the FAQs was what to do if you had trouble ordering something. I shit you not. Like, but that's okay because it's a team sport. People who are going to vote blue no matter who, you think they fucking notice there's no platform? Give me a fucking break. Of course they didn't notice. They don't care.
But that's the problem, and this is where they fucked up. The Democrats have a chunk of the voter base that does care, and they were not going to cross that fucking line. And it's not even like, I don't even think that's an unreasonable position. I mean, if you can't have a red line like this, I don't even see the point, of having any red line, right? I saw one today. This was on Twitter from what was it, Fatima Muhammad. She said, "I'm not more angry today than I was yesterday or any other day for the last year. I've seen enough chopped up heads and burnt up bodies to know that the evil we're fighting against dresses in red and blue. If your rage was born today, you got catching up to do."
Yes.
It's pretty fucking well put.
Can you screenshot that and send it to me?
Yeah, I sure will.
That's so spot on. And that's what, my Palestinian friends locally, like we had like a big thing last night, and that's what they're saying too. You know, they're like, they weren't even worried about this election, legit, because they're like, I see no difference. Do you want to, can you see the comments?
Yeah, you want me to read a couple?
Yeah, just pick some out.
Sure. Let's see here. I did appreciate this one. Somebody was talking about how Nikki Haley, even though she didn't do so well, there were some very nice McMansions in New Hampshire with her signs in the yard. So
she did sign a bomb. Who said that one?
Oh, that was MNNNW. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Thank you.
Is that it? Okay, there we go. That's good. I'll do that. I like that. Colin says, please bottle them lib tears. And my God, they're flowing. I can't even believe the flowing. Yeah. Yeah. And Deep Images said Dems have zero scruples. And my God. I mean, I always thought that we had like base level, like it's like the Republican Party. You remember the Republican Party in the 80s, how they were like the party of family values and shit? I genuinely thought that was going to be their fucking, what do you call it? Their wheelhouse. I was like,
well, the Dems were the party of the KKK.
Yeah. But I'm saying the Republicans, they were the family friendly, religious-y kind of party. And that was kind of what they played themselves as. And then eventually they were just like, oh no, we're all fucking around. We're all doing the worst shit imaginable. We're electing the nastiest people on earth. We're over that. We're now just for power. And I thought, well, that may be the Republican Party, but at least the Democrats still have some fucking standards. We wouldn't do all these hideous things. Wow, 2024 set me straight. I mean, genocide, y'all. Genocide. Like,
so I see about 50 people watching. Smash like, subscribe, share. This only helps my show's algorithm if people get involved. So please do. I know we have a couple shitlibs reacting that I found on Twitter. There were so many. There were so many, and I couldn't sit through some of the videos. Honestly, it would be like 2 seconds, and I'm like, I'm fucking out. I'm out. I can't deal with it. I can't.
You requested this video, and I'm going to put up this video. But I'm also willing to state. Are you still there, or did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I closed your window by accident somehow. There we go. Anyways, I put it up. I was not a fan of this video, but I totally get why it's going viral. She's the new liberal tears girl, and you'll have to see it for yourself.
She's one of many. One of many.
Well, I think she's earned the spot for this year's like official queen of the crying libs this year. So let's see. Here we go.
And I do want to be clear. I have a semicolon tattoo. Okay. I am not, being ableist and hating on anyone with mental health issues or anything like that. So this is not laughing at people who are having like mental health issues. This is the principle of the fact is they are choosing to have a meltdown over something that is so inconsequential to so many people when they have sat there and ignored some of the most heinous things that will ever happen in their lifetime. And That's now true. Today is the day they're having a breakdown. So you want to put that online? I'm going to call your ass out to say, where the fuck have those tears been? Where the fuck is that outrage been? Where the fuck is that? And they all say me and I in their videos, which is something I notice every fucking time.
Well, it all comes down to like self-interest, because again, if it was about others, then they would have stood up for others, but they're not. They're standing up for themselves. Mm-hmm. Anyways, this is poor crying little girl.
Just woke up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do. All right. I don't know how to use this thing. Let's see what happens. is this cutting off hair? I'm gonna have to cut it shorter than that. Buzz it down, right? I think that this is too. Oh, it's getting hair. Let's see here. Maybe I gotta cut it. Here we go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. Also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being skinny. Fuck being hot. Fuck being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I don't know how.
I didn't watch this whole video because it cringed me out, but does she even mention the Palestinian people? Like, do they exist to her?
Keep going.
Okay. It cringed me out.
I'm on my way. I'm going to figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because fuck you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So fucking crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. That's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. I'm just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I have heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement from here on out. Here.
What is the 4B?
Better scissors. My hair. Cutting it all off. Probably painting a...
She mentions later no sex, so I'm guessing that that's something to do with it.
Right now that has liver rights still. And we voted out Brandon Williams. Fuck that guy. Back to Texas. From whence he came. We also voted yes on Prop 1, which will codify into law some equal right protections in the New York State Constitution. So we did that at least. I don't know what the other fuckers are doing, but I don't know, man. We are embarrassing on the world stage. Oh, God. Oh, my
irony.
goodness. Seriously? Oh, I've never had short hair before, ever. It's kind of fun. All right, we're just going to keep chopping away here because this is literally going to take forever if I don't. Cut all the hair off. You know why? I'm not going to dye it anymore. I'm going to try and grow it out anymore. I'm not going to style it anymore. Fucking done. I will not be giving my money to the beauty industry anymore. I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down and making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way or fuck you. Fuck you. Women, fucking stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave them. They don't give a shit about you. Jesus. And I promise you, come over to this side. I will bake cookies. I will shave your head if you want me to.
I will shave your head?
Do a little more trimming before we buzz it. Where's my chop it? Cut my hair before. It's like, oh, don't cut your own hair. All right. Okay. Some people tell me I can't do something, but I want to fucking do it. Just entering my middle-aged mom era. About to get the clippers out.
Okay, well, that was terrifying.
This is why, even as a woman, the word feminist gives me chills. Because people like this call themselves a feminist and they don't want equality. They want superiority. Divorce your husbands, like break up with your boyfriend. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, what about the ones who voted for your girl? Leave them too? Like, you know, when the Women's March thing was going on, because, you know, their outrage goes for 1 day a year, or it stopped back a while ago. There was so much hate to men who showed up in solidarity to march with them. They were having shit thrown at them and like name calling and stuff. Like, you don't want equality. You want fucking superiority, dude. You're not a fucking feminist. You're not. Well, this chick, she's like, I'm not going to wear makeup. Listen, your girl has fucking jewelry that is worth most people's mortgages, okay? Yeah. So, like...
She has a belt that's worth more than what I have in my savings, you know? It's like, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. She has a belt worth more than I've made in the past 3 years combined. It's like, oh, you're not a hypocrite. Like, what's it?
I'm with you in part because I do feel this fucked upness of like people who you know claim the banner of feminism, but then also don't have a problem throwing certain women under the bus because maybe they're just not a preferred skin color or something. I mean, maybe I'm going a little bit on the assumption there, but that's how I feel. I feel like, you know, if it were you getting bombed with American weaponry for 13 straight fucking months, I would think that you'd probably be you'd want to stand up for yourself and for other women in that situation.
But they're not
for whatever reason, women over there, fuck them, I guess. I don't understand it. I mean, like, she gives me the willies, but also I feel for her because this lady, like, I you know me, I do the charity stuff and I feed folks out in the park every week. I see people out there like her a lot. And honestly, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking she's like 3 to 6 months from a full break ending up on the street. Like, but she's not doing what I'm saying is she needs a therapist far more than she needs a TikTok right now. And I'm very worried.
Obviously. But the fact that she said 8 years ago was one of the worst times of her life, if that's not privilege, I don't know what the fuck is.
I didn't even pick that up. She was referring to Hillary. I didn't even catch that when we were watching.
Yeah. So 8 years ago was one of the worst times of my life. Do you realize how fucking privileged you must be to say that an election not going your way was one of the worst? Like,
again, this is me. Devil's advocate, okay? I'm literally trying to understand where people like this come from. And the thing is, what was in her head? What has been crammed into these poor people's heads endlessly? Just fear. She genuinely believed 8 years ago that, like, when this shit went down, like when she lost that election, she had been told the world itself was over. And so that's why she was at the worst spot mentally, because she was told to be. Like, I feel for people that can't, like, see that they're being gamed, you know? I mean, and at the same time, I feel for her because she has a right to be angry. She got fucked.
I don't
she fucking deserved a party to defend her goddamn rights. Where were they?
Righteous anger. This is self-righteous anger.
And it's also informative, but it's also just sad. God damn it.
It's sad, but not sad that she's sad because she lost her first woman president. That's not why this is sad. This is sad because people like her don't give a flaming fuck about anything except themselves.
I mean, I guess what I'm saying, though, is the reason that it's sad to me is because I'm watching the path for this poor girl. This video that she shared on TikTok thinking, you know, hey, I'm having a little moment here and I'm not happy and hopefully somebody will feel where I'm feeling or something. Well, that video got shared by libs of TikTok. That video has now been seen 4 million fucking times. This girl is going to get fucking death threats. Like, I feel bad for her. I mean, part of me, like I said, when I watched it, part of me wants to laugh because she's insane and she's being absolutely, like, just ridiculous. She's a clown. But I don't want what's going to happen to her, man, in the next so many days. Like, she's about to get dragged. And I mean, she's the new face of liberal tears. She's going to be on t-shirts and shit. Man, fucking shit. Like, 1,000 videos we made.
At the same time, I've been doing this shit for 8 years. And I know when I put myself out here several times a week live for 8 years, I know that there have been people to use my clips, to mock me, to whatever.
It's true.
And she knew that was going to happen. I'm not saying
she said it in the video,
harasser or whatever, but I'm saying they're like, you know, damn right well, people are going to jump on that. Yeah. I mean, the interwebs is ruthless. We all know this. We know it.
I know. I just wouldn't wish this on anybody. Like, I wouldn't want to.
No, I mean, I think it's worth talking about, but I sure as fuck wouldn't go like, hey, and like call her names and stuff. Like, I'm just proving the point that this selective outrage is a cancer. This shit. Libs do this. They get mad about things only when Team Red does them, or they get mad about things because they're thinking about themselves.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Yeah, god damn it, man. I I am so not happy about the state of things. Like you said, I think you sent me a link earlier, and I saw some of those awful things they were saying about Muslim people. And again, these are liberals. You know, we want to believe at least the naive part of ourselves that started this trip. That's still a piece of us, even if we now know it's no longer true. But that ride is with us, and in that ride, we believed that these people were our allies on some sense, and that we cared about some similar things. And in ways we do. Like, I agree sometimes with the people who are like, hey, you know, if we're going to have a labor movement, we got to bridge both sides. That's fair. I mean, in this case, though, it's like, I feel for these people because they have been taken for a ride. And
I think that's a very, very different story. And I think that is a false dichotomy. To have a labor movement, absolutely, we need workers together. It doesn't matter what fucking party. It has nothing to do with party. It's a class war issue. Absolutely. But as far as this, I don't see the correlation.
Well, I guess maybe it wasn't a good correlation, but I feel for her because I just see that she is now going to become a face of, unwittingly, the culture war itself. And I mean, again, she signed up for it. She got on TikTok. I get it, but fuck, I'm just feeling what I would feel if I found myself in that world.
Yeah, I mean, it's a moment of vulnerability. I've had them, especially as of late, where I've just come on live at like 1 a.m, ugly crying, sobbing because I've seen way too many Palestine videos, and it's very vulnerable, and you are putting yourself out there, and you will get comments like, oh, shut the fuck up, you're weak, you need thicker skin. Like, you will get those comments, and it's not cool because you are, you know, in that very vulnerable state. And it's not easy for, like, I've done this shit for 8 fucking years. It's not always easy to just come on and, like, know every show there's going to be at least one person who's in there like, shut the fuck up. Like,
I mean, and that's the saddest reality of this whole sphere. I love this whole like new evolving kind of like news commentary world. But, you know, you play in TikTok, you play in Instagram, you play in Twitch, or you play in YouTube or Rumble or whatever, you might end up getting chip clamped, you know, and next thing you know, the whole world is laughing at your one moment of pain. I did want to, can I read a couple of comments? There's some really good commentary on what we're talking about right now. So
you
Colin,
mean my comments or on the video?
Well, both. I appreciate your comments as well, but I was reading some of the comments on what we're talking about. So Colin said he saw a video today of starved Palestinian children, and he cannot feel anything but contempt for these people. And that's fair. That's fair.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you.
John R. nailed it. He said, it's sad that she doesn't realize there's a world out there that women and children are being slaughtered in. And that's the saddest part of all. And that's my fury with the left, or not the left. I'm sorry. That's my old brain. My fury with Democrats is that they're not there. Like you don't even have to like go full on fighting the war effort against genocide. You just don't contribute to it. You just say, no, you don't get that weapon from us. Maybe we're not going to step in and stop you with Germany's weapons or whatever, but it doesn't have to be us. We don't have to. But
even if we take Palestine and set it aside for a moment, okay, let's talk about our country. Where is her outrage for the million houseless women?
Yeah.
Where's her outrage for women who literally have no health care? Millions and millions and millions. Where is her outrage for women in medical debt?
Yeah, where the 300,000 women a year who file medical bankruptcy.
Where is her outrage for women who have to work 3 jobs? Where is her outrage for women who are fired because they're women? Like, where the fuck is her outrage for women? She's talking about herself. She's talking about her own kind of women.
Yeah, yeah.
It's selective outrage. It's fucking nasty. It's disgusting.
This kind of leads me into a point that I wanted to make, which I think this is an interesting moment for the left. And I think that we need to, I feel like we should take advantage of it, because we were just talking about like the labor movement idea, which is we need to unify. I think that this is the perfect moment now that the brunch is officially over. We need to start bringing these folks in and actually educating them, because they have been miseducated. They have been abused. They've been lied to by people that they trust. And it sucks. It sucks that they're being used.
You're so much more utopian than me, because to me, there's no fucking talking to these people. First of all, they already hate us because we voted for Jill Stein, and it's like our fault. But second of all, they're so concerned with being a victim. They are not going to listen to us. And if some of them come out to our future Palestine protests and shit, you better believe those signs are going to be about Trump, not about Palestine.
Well, but this is where the left has to shine. This is what I'm talking about. This is our opportunity to talk with these people, because at the end of the day, we have the same enemies. Now we do that the brunch is over. So now that Trump is going to be the one putting those kids in concentration camps, they're going to get mad. Now that it's Trump sending the bombs for a genocide, they're going to get mad. Now that it's Trump handling all the nasty, dirty business of the world and doing the little assassinations and the strikes, now they're going to be mad about it.
Yeah, and then in 4 years at election time, they're not going to give a fuck.
Unless they learn differently. And we are the teachers. I'm sorry, Joy. I have to have hope. No. I have to have hope, because if I don't have hope,
these even though it's like delusional hope.
Delusional. Like toxic positivity.
It's like that. What do they call it? Hopium. I've heard people say that.
I've got it on full blast.
I know, and I both love it and I hate it.
Well, see, this is the thing. I'm the devil on your shoulders, and I'm trying to bring that riz of joy. So just know.
Don't even. You know what? I'm telling you guys right now. I'm making a public service announcement. Stop sharing shit that says genocide joy, because look.
Oh no.
Listen.
Yeah.
Some of us are named Joy, and it's not our choice, and we hate our name, and you're making it more difficult.
Oh, sorry, Joy. I may have been one of the people that did that. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't notice with you, but there's like memes and stuff, like G.I. Joe, but it says genocide joy, and I'm like, yo, stop sharing that shit. Stop it.
I was sharing the one that was the reference to the German thing where it was like strength through joy. Which I was like, oh, that's interesting. That sounds like a similar
well, Kamala did have a post the other day which said vote with joy, and I was like, yeah, vote with joy, Jill Stein 2024. So the only good that came out of all the joy stuff. Oh, and the video you made. And the video. Do you have that video handy?
I'm sure I could pull it up. I'm sure.
Yes. Oh my God. You guys have to see the video he made me. It's phenomenal.
It 2 seconds. Keep talking while I pull it up.
I wish I could see your comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually 80% blind. So Josh is kind of like the one.
Hey, no worries. Let me read a couple more. Or MNNW said a really valid comment. Said it's not fair for women to have to support genocide to get representation. God damn if that's not fucking the truth. I'm so sorry that you have to face this. I'm sorry for all my female friends. None of y'all deserve this. It sucks.
Yeah. That's a really valid point.
Very, very, very valid. I'm not finding it, so keep chatting here. It might be on a whole other account. I don't remember where I put that for you.
Oh, that's okay. Why don't you show the other stuff I sent you? There's a picture of someone referring to Starbucks. Let's see that.
Oh yeah, let me pull that up real fast. That's more of these lovely people making weird, gross comments against peace protesters. Is that what she's angling at? That they're bad? I don't know. Let's pull it up. Here it is. It says, for the next 4 years, I'm drinking all the Starbucks. I want to spite you all. 2 can play at that game. Okay, so she's saying that she's getting back at the people boycotting Starbucks because of the support of Israel, and she's going to go drink more Starbucks because she's mad at us because we didn't vote for. That's a lot of.
That's exactly what it is. And I gotta say, if you want to spend $8 on a fucking coffee, you do you. That's not doing much to threaten us, okay?
Yeah.
Like, spend all your money on coffee. I don't give a fuck. That's not. I mean, yeah, you know, shame on you for caring about like a massacre of innocents. I'm gonna buy all the coffee.
That'll show them.
Yeah, that's really going to show them, because your 1 coffee per day is really going to, that is going to affect Starbucks. You know, their profits are going to skyrocket just because of you. So congrats. I'm proud of you. I think I also shared a compilation video with you.
A compilation video?
Yeah, I think it's like
walls. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Above that.
I didn't get another one. That's all I got.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. You gave me the metal guy, the haircut lady, and then the walls.
Haircut lady.
The dancing queen.
I'm done. Haircut lady. Oh my god, I'm done. Yeah, I didn't. Damn. Okay, so you can do balls.
I can do balls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, walls. Sure. I was like, I don't know if I want to do balls. Oh, you mean walls. All right, let's throw up a silly little video. This is a palate cleanser, I think. What do you think? Palate cleanser? Palette cleanser.
I mean, like, honestly, I enjoyed this one. I did
too. It's cute. Yeah, there we go. Launch. You are the dancing queen. Young and sweet, I don't want to get us like nailed for
fuck.
Music. No, it's okay. I think as long as it's under so many seconds, you're all right. I cut out, which means that I'm good. Don't worry, folks. It's just that Dancing Queen song. You could sing it in your own head with your own made-up lyrics. Yeah.
But like, the reason I wanted to show this is I really haven't paid much attention to this guy, except the fact that like he lies about like, you know, his teaching career and his military record. But other than that, I really haven't paid much attention to him. So when I saw this compilation, I do remember the one video where he goes, it was so awkward and so random. So then I saw this and I'm like, wow, that wasn't a one-off. Like, he legit thinks he's a pop star. He's like,
well, he's like a pop star with goofy dad energy or something. It's fucking weird. I don't understand. I don't know.
Thank you.
Oh, balls. We'll never. We hardly knew ye.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, man. So essentially, I believe that is all we have for tonight.
Well, I did want to mention one other thing. I think I had, if I may, let me pull that up real fast. So I did want to make note a couple of things that I saw on the other side of this shitty election. We've just been kind of discussing on the Kamala side. Trump, in an interview with Axios, said he promises to deport 1 million migrants starting day one. You sent me a picture of that headline where apparently Trump orders Netanyahu to end the genocide by the time he comes to office. I thought that was definitely noteworthy as well.
It's just the Times of Israel.
It's the Times of Israel, which
who actually published that, which is what struck me as interesting. Do I believe it? Fuck no. But it was interesting that the Times of Israel posted that, and apparently I have been reading articles that says that like Netanyahu and Trump hate each other, which I do find feasible because they are so much alike.
Well, how could anybody not hate Trump? I mean, he's just wow.
Well, they're both very self-important, very arrogant, very egotistical. Sure. They both are like criminals and warmongers and stuff. So I can understand why they don't like each other.
But I want you to imagine I'm going to give you a thought experiment, Joy. Okay. I want you to imagine you're in an elevator. Okay. And then Trump gets into the elevator and then the elevator breaks down. Now on this particular day, don't worry. He's feeling less rapier than usual. So he's keeping him to himself, but he just can't shut the fuck up. And so imagine having to spend even 5 minutes in an elevator listening to that guy talk about, I'm the greatest. Nobody's ever known more about broke down elevators than me. Tremendous elevators I've driven in and many have broken down. Just like, I think you'd claw your own eyes and ears out.
No, the question is, the question is, am I able to poop on command?
Ooh,
that's the question.
You know, I get shy with an audience. I don't know if I could do it.
Or can I barf on command? Or
hey, projectile. Wow.
You know what, though? The funny thing about Trump is he's so fucking impressionable. And he acts like he doesn't care what people think about him, but he totally does. So his first term, I kept saying, people should legit say to him, I know you don't have the balls to give Medicare for all. I know you don't have it in you. You would never do that. Because I think he'd be like, oh, really? Watch me. Because that's just who he is. But we need a grand marshal to walk this motherfucking capitalist death parade off the cliff. I know who I want.
I know who I want. I'm guessing it's the same person, yeah?
Who?
Well, I was going to say fucking Kamala Harris. But it's your call. I'll give it to you.
I mean, I was going to say that too, but it's kind of basic. I mean, like...
No, it's not. No, man, she fucked it up. She fucked it up royal. She absolutely screwed the pooch, and all of us are swinging in the wind for it. And my God, I think it's time that since she didn't get her coronation that she thought she would, we need to coronate her. We need to make her the Grand Marshal. And today, I salute you, Kamala Holocaust Harris. Thank you for your service in absolutely shitting on us and putting us in hell. Thank you. You did it. Yay.
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Thank you.
Salutes.
So where can people find you, Josh?
Usually they can just find me right here. I just hide in this little room. I've got a little bed under my desk when I get sleepy.
Oh my God, you're Drop Dead Fred.
But I'd like to think that I'm a little better looking. I don't know.
But it's mostly the red hair.
It's mostly the horns. It's mostly the horns. You can find me on the Rip and Rant. I'm still getting it up and running. Be patient with me. I have mental things that I deal with. Yay! So, but I'm mostly okay. I'm 99.5% okay.
Hey, that's every day we survive is a victory. And I'm not even joking. Like, I see these posts like, did you do something today you can be proud of? Yeah, I fucking got out of bed. Like, that's an accomplishment, honestly. Like, sometimes life really sucks. And, you know, when you keep pushing, even if you push through the day with tears or, you know, feeling lonely or sad or angry, the fact that you are still going is something more people need to celebrate, honestly. I'm telling myself to. Like, I'm like, you know, like, Joy, you need to listen to your own advice.
It's good advice, Joy. Thank you. Thank you.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please smash like, subscribe, share. So tomorrow night, I will be joined by Dr. Ben Taylor. He is a Green candidate from New Jersey. We're going to talk about the election. Jill Stein's campaign manager, Kelly, she's a close friend of mine. She is going to try to join tomorrow night as well, to kind of just give like a breakdown, like a post-mortem of everything. But she has to she's going to tell me how long she can stay and stuff like that. And she's exhausted, obviously. But shout out to Kelly Merrill. You are amazing. Shout out to Jill. We love you. You're amazing.
Love you, Jill.
She'll be back on my show. She's been on many times, but so tune in tonight or tomorrow night for Dr. Ben Taylor. Give him a follow on Twitter. I will be back with some more guests next week that are going to be joining me, which is really rad, but I'm not announcing them yet. But again, thanks guys so much for tuning in. Smash like and subscribe.
And
please do.
Remember my motto, guys. Love one another. God damn it. Please.
All right. Love people, you motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers love one another already. God.
And if you want to punch someone, at least hug them while you do it.
Jesus. Yeah, give them like a back punch like this. One of them.
Oh my God. This is the part of the show where we feel drunk. So anyway. Much love, you guys. And thank you all so much for commenting. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, we love you guys' comments. We appreciate you guys. And we will see you next week here on that capitalist death parade.
But I will see you tomorrow.
She's over there.